A Fort Cavazos Army sergeant has been found guilty of violent and sexual crimes against 5 victims. On Tuesday, a judge found Army Sergeant Graville Clark guilty on nearly 30 different charges, such as attempted premeditated murder, rape, and kidnapping. The court-martial is now in its sentencing phase, which is expected to continue through Thursday or Friday this week.
What's up, guys? I'm back with another one, and today we've got Sergeant Clark here. Let's see. Sergeant Clark has been charged with a slew of crimes here. Yeah, this is kind of crazy because all these military guys are ending their career, not in retirement, but they're ending their career and going to jail. And they're getting life sentences. And that's crazy. So we have here Sergeant Clark. He used to be a 12 Charlie, which was a bridge crew member. Yeah, we'll see what he got. What's on his rap sheet? Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, so he's been charged with, like I said, a slew of crimes. One being rape, sexual assault. What else we have here? Oh, okay. He's one of his victims. He ended up stealing $14,000 from one of his victims. Man, that's unfortunate. Oh, okay. So apparently he had the key to one of his rooms. Apparently he had the key to one of the victim's rooms, and that's typical because in the barracks, you will normally have a barracks manager, and he must have been the barracks manager in this particular situation, where he had the key to one of the rooms, and he hid inside of one of the barracks rooms that he had the key to, and that's how he attacked one of his victims. Man, that's crazy. Knife, he held a knife to one of his victims, a pistol apparently. And then another victim he ended up strangling, not to death because she ended up getting away, but he ended up choking her with a lamp cord that was in one of the rooms. Yeah, this is crazy, man. The report says barracks typically have virtually no security, including cameras. Yeah, they have no cameras in these barracks or around the barracks, around the building, no cameras. So that's typical. And some cases, no appropriate locks. Yeah, so when I stayed in the barracks, I ended up moving out of the barracks, but when I did stay there, it was no cameras, no appropriate locks. I mean, they locked, but for instance, if you're running late to PT, which you shouldn't be running late to PT, but if you happen to be running late, you would leave out the door and kind of like nudge it. You wouldn't like let it shut all the way, so when you're coming back from PT, you can just run up to your room, shower, get ready, and then just head out without having to pull a key out or a card or whatever to save some time. So I can see how the victim in this case left her door just kind of like not all the way shut, but which is a really bad idea when you have people like a Sergeant Clark prowling around the barracks. Yeah, he really mishandled his trust in this situation. And the surprising thing is he didn't want to appear in his court. He didn't want to appear in his. He didn't want to go to court for it. What I mean is he didn't want to make an appearance in court for it. So I guess he was too ashamed or whatever have you. But in the report right here in front of me says he declined to appear in court, which they found, they were okay with because they said he was extremely strong. I mean, courts do have like chairs and guards in there, but they said he was extremely strong, so him not wanting to appear in court was totally fine with them, and it would be safe for everybody in the courtroom. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, so he ended up being sentenced to life in prison, and that's another unfortunate situation where military members have misused their trust and committed a crime. I I mean, so you guys let me know. What do you think? Is the U.S. military safe to join these days? I mean, it was safe when I was there. I mean, it probably was things going on, but like in my personal experience, I think the U.S. military was good to me because it put me in a position where I'm not really struggling today. But unfortunately, a lot of people joining don't have the same experience. You know, so you guys let me know. Do you think the military, the U.S. military these days is a good thing to do or not? All right, until the next video, guys. Peace.